2, 1.
Oh my gosh, that was so epic.
I think that's it.
There he is.
You guys ready? Let's pull it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Hey! And JB's on there!
600!
600! Yes! Yay! 600 mile time. That would be just.
So here we are, back with the real supercharger. Okay, we are on the test track.
I'd recommend putting your head on the headrest.
Okay.
There he's ready. Nope.
Yep. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that never gets old either. We have the post-study production cars here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, you watch it.
Well, why is he gonna throw it?
I don't know, but we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Just use a sledgehammer. What?
Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
I'm Eric, otherwise known as Derek, here in Shanghai at Gigafactory 3.
Ballapalooza. It's like tricks.
3, 2, 1.
Will it wipe is the big question of the day.
Will it wipe?
Generic cornflakes.
Whoa! It's raining cornflakes! Oh. This is trippy. Look, there's nothing here. Welcome everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Sunday to everybody out there in the internet world. FYI, some people were curious who we might be.
I'm David.
I'm Eric. And
together we're Derek.
Up. Oh, you already buckled. Oh, he's already
Yeah,
buckled. Okay.
safety. Seatbelt for safety.
Anyway, this is gonna be a shorter stream today, FYI. Just because we're gonna be here on Wednesday. And if you don't know what Wednesday is, I'm sorry. No, but we're going to be doing the Tesla earnings call on Wednesday, so we'll be back then. But we're going to go over some Tesla news. Obviously, I mean, refresh has been huge right now. It's just what the world is talking about. So,
and we've been talking about it for the last few weeks. We've been seeing signs of it for like the past month. Basically, there's a big price increase in Europe. We already talked about that, and also buyers there were told it was going to be a couple months before they expected delivery.
Yeah.
And the showrooms have been cleared out. There's hardly any S and X available in Europe or even in the showrooms in the United States.
Exactly.
And also, with that being said, they're not even doing test rides anymore for the S and X. So that leads us all to believe there's something happening, and they're not wanting to do test rides in a car that they're no longer going to be selling.
Yeah, so Teslarati actually had an article here that they had some plaid shots, supposedly, like the front bumper is a little different. I mean, the body overall, I don't know if it's a little wider, maybe. But there's some shots there. Meh. And then actually Sawyer had some body in white shots. These kind of blew up earlier. So we saw these, and they look kind of suspect because Tesla doesn't normally put covers on their cars. So why are they putting covers on these? But if you look at some of them like this, it looks like almost the sheet is like being blown into the car, which makes us believe that there's no windows or doors on these. So maybe these were like the final, like,
Body
like,
frames.
yeah, the first one's like off the line
And
that actually worked.
We did several tours of the factory out in Fremont, and on one of the tours back in 2017, we did see them pulling around several Model 3 bodies. That was back before the Model 3 was released, or those first ones they delivered to employees. But we saw them pulling around a few frames covered up like that, and we could tell they were the Model 3 just because you could see where the headlights were.
Yeah, unfortunately now headlights don't really tell us a ton, but there's a lot of things. Like he mentioned, someone on Twitter said that at their location they can't do any test rides or test drives. Hold on one second. Sorry. I'm just getting ready for something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who is it? Oh, wow, Grant. Oh, we got a dud. Okay,
Try another one.
Oh, woohoo!
I got new confetti because I don't know if you guys remember last.
That one wasn't loud at
hold
all,
on,
but had
hold
some
on.
good streamers there.
Hold
though.
on, I have this too. Are you guys
But thanks,
ready?
Grant. He's got a
Boom.
question there. Oh, wow.
We got
okay.
digital confetti, guys.
Even better. That's a little easier to clean up. Okay, interruption.
Okay, sorry. The little things in life. It's not. I still have to collect the digital confetti, but hey, it's pretty cool. Thank you, Grant, for the $10. Said, I have a November Y build. What do you think the chances of adding a heated steering wheel can be enabled? I'll be testing that as soon as the mine comes in. Have one that is being ordered, and as soon as I get it in, I'll let you know. Yeah. So FYI, we have new confetti for people who donate because last week we tried different confetti guns and it was like glitter bombed. So we basically glitter bombed the studio, and it took me, I don't know, like 3 charges on my Dyson vacuum. It was a nightmare. Anywho, thank you for the $10 super chat, Grant. I really appreciate that. But as soon as the heated steering wheel gets here, I will definitely plug it in and make a video and see if it works. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. You'll have to watch tomorrow's video because we'll talk about that later in the stream. But I bricked my Model Y. If you follow me on Twitter and everything, you saw a little bit about it.
But also for Grant's question there, some more information. It might be helpful. Do you have the grayish steering wheel buttons or the older ones? So if it's like a 2020 or 2021, that might affect whether you have the steering wheel or not. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely be trying that as soon as we can and see what we can get. But yeah. SNX, I guess, hopefully we hear about that on Wednesday. That's why I'm super excited for... Oh, he does have a 2021 with the metal wheels, so probably...
Higher probability, yes.
That's why we'll be here Wednesday, though, is for the earnings call. Obviously, we're going to be breaking out the Tesla tequila. You best believe that. And I am expecting the refresh SNX news to hit. And if it doesn't hit... Well, nuts. It better.
Hopefully we hear something. And looking at those pictures, it doesn't look like there's huge changes. But you don't know. That could be that they don't want those body changes shown yet, or maybe there aren't any big. But we're hoping there's going to be some major interior changes. So. Yeah,
but like one thing I was talking about on Twitter is like, what if Tesla literally put sheets on Model 3 and Elon was like, drive these around the back lot, mess with people.
Somebody's got a drone out. Send out the decoys.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I could totally see that. That's something that Tesla would do in my eyes. Did we talk about... Oh, Matt with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Said, did you talk about Kilowatt's new shots? I joined a little late. Yeah, we just kind of showed them. It was on Teslarati. But yes, we did. And boom, you get digital confetti, Matt. Thank you. I have to click it manually. Just bear with me for now.
Okay.
Eventually, we'll automate it, but I got to write some scripts. Anywho, thank you for the $5, Matt. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, Wednesday, I'm hoping we see... Well, we kind of already know how the deliveries were last quarter. Not so much the profit or anything really yet, but...
We know that with deliveries, weren't they just like... They were only like 400 so shy of the goal. So
but
they didn't hit...
There was like a margin of error there. So I guess we'll hopefully know the final numbers on Wednesday. And hopefully they drop the refresh. They're going to have to drop it soon. So hopefully that is the time.
And it's not typical. Sometimes, if they have a new model or big changes, they typically have their own separate event. But with things still being locked down or socially distanced, it's possible they would do this. But we have seen them do other major announcements at some of their quarterly meetings. I think it was when Autopilot 2 was first announced. It was just during one of the calls, and Elon said, effective now, all cars being built have, full self-driving capability. And so it's possible they might, hopefully, we're pretty sure something's happening this week.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed. Diego said, "What's in the box?" No.
We'll see.
You mean those
What's
boxes?
in the box?
We'll be unboxing that.
But also
towards the end of the stream.
This Wednesday. So also this Wednesday is going to be January 27th, and that leads us into our next topic, which is the recall, potential recall. Basically, we mentioned the TSA sent Tesla a notice a couple of weeks ago, or a little over a week ago, saying that they found the older MCU cars in the S and X, about 158,000 cars built before March of 2018, have problems due to those eMMC memory issues. And Tesla has been offering various methods of fixing that, but now it sounds like the NHTSA is requiring, requesting very strongly that Tesla do a recall. Tesla has until January 27th to reply to that. And so it'll be interesting. Hopefully they do the right thing and do start issuing a recall and fixing those memory chips. But that brings us up to our next topic of conversation, which is the price of the MCU.
Segway's on point tonight.
The price of the MCU upgrades from MCU 1 to MCU 2 for the Model S and Model X has dropped from $2,500 to $1,500. And we got that done back in June, thought it was a great deal. We would have liked it if it was cheaper, and now it is. It's an amazing deal at $1,500. And it would be better if it was free, covered by warranty, but I just can't believe that they've dropped it to $1,500. It remains to be seen, though, whether anyone will get any refunds or credits for that.
Yeah.
Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, that's been talked about a lot in the Twitter sphere. But I guess we'll have to see. We're super happy with the way it is. Obviously, we would have liked the $1,500 instead of $2,500. And somebody called me out and said, "Why am I being so cheap? Why am I asking for a discount?" Well, I mean, I'm not really. I'm just curious if they're going to offer it. But if we really want to go that route, the 100D Model S that we have in the garage right now was $117,500, and a new equivalent, actually probably even a little bit better, is only 80-something thousand, like 81,000. So we didn't ask for that money back either, and we're not asking for this.
Also, as part of this MCU2 upgrade, the radio wasn't included with that. So on the $2,500, it was an additional $500 to get the radio installed. But we've already heard of a couple people who got they paid the $2,500, got that update done in the past, and then just this past week, once the price went down, they went in and got the radio upgrade, and both of them that I've heard of so far weren't charged for the radio. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe they're kind of offering that for people who did pay the full $2,500. Maybe they're getting that radio upgrade thrown in for free. It's not $1,000, but it's still a $500 value.
Yeah. And for Michael's question, which, by the way, Michael, unboxing later for you. Thank you. He said, whose car was upgraded? Yeah, it was the 100D Model S that we have, the white
from 2017.
one,
so it's it'll be 4 years old in November, but it's still pretty new. It's almost equivalent to like a current 2021, except for it has a slightly shorter range, and the air suspension is not as nice as the Raven models.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else, the software-wise, is just the same.
Exactly. But hopefully we'll see something. I imagine they'll probably talk about that at the earnings call maybe too, just because that's the last day for them to respond anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if Elon goes off and says, hey, also we have this going on.
Yeah, so I think hopefully they'll at least do the eMMC upgrade as part of the recall, but give
Yeah.
you the option of upgrading to the MCU2 upgrade, which would only be, it's $1,500, but it's better than the $2,500 it was early last week.
Definitely. Next up, so we have some news about Model 3 pricing. So in Europe, they have dropped the price of Model 3, which is kind of interesting, kind of weird. You can see here, it went a 3,000 euro drop, a 2,500 euro, and a 3,500, depending on which model it is. So that's kind of interesting.
It's really interesting, especially considering they raised the price of the S and X.
Exactly.
And now they're lowering the price of the 3.
So what does that tell you?
They need to stimulate demand for
Refresh. That's what I would think.
What?
Refresh for the S and X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But
if
that's for the
they're
3. It's like,
if they're raising S and X but dropping the 3. Yeah. No,
Okay.
a refresh for 3 kind of already happened. That's the 2021 model. Not a whole lot happened, but yeah.
But also, they're getting the cars from the made in China ones now, so it might be they've lowered it because they're cheaper to build because they're shipping them in from China instead of from California.
True. I think currently though the only ones that they're shipping out of China are going to like Australia. I think right now.
No, they've been shipping them to Europe.
Oh, have they? Wow, look at that. Okay. Next up, so Tesla. If you don't follow Tesla on Twitter, I advise it. It's pretty interesting. But they posted some really cool videos of stamping, and I could literally just watch this all day. I find this fascinating, even though it's kind of stupid. A lot of people are making fun of me. But anyway, there's some cool stamping bits of Model Y body parts, and then they followed it up with some Model 3 frunks here. I find this totally fascinating. And this robot on the right nearly gets hit every single time. Look at that. Literally inches to spare. So I thought it was kind of fun. Definitely go check out Tesla's Twitter if you want to see it. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about just because these stamp machines are absolutely wild. And I imagine this is probably how like every single car company ever does it, but you don't really see it that much. So I'm appreciating it a lot more. So
looks like firmware-wise,
firmware.
pretty much everybody that has MCU2 should be getting 2020.48.35.5. We've gotten it on all 3 of our cars that have MCU2. Nothing huge versus the previous .48 versions, just minor bug fixes. But we're thinking that 21.4 will probably be coming out this week. We don't know what will be on that, but it could be coming out, especially after the meeting on the 27th. Maybe we'll finally be seeing some new visualizations, and who knows if there will be any of that beta functionality for full self-driving in there. It would be nice. But
in this new firmware, though, they also made the font bigger on S and X for the speed limit.
Oh,
or
nice.
sorry, for the speedometer.
So
the
they did
speed
bring it
you're
back.
going is a little bit bigger.
There were a lot of complaints about
Yep. Jim, hilarious comment. Somebody said, stamping is cool, duh. The video is oddly therapeutic. I know, that's literally, I could just keep watching it. I'm watching it here. I got to turn it off because I'm going to just get distracted.
Mesmerizing.
It is. It's just like, I love it. Then I think the last really big thing to normally we talk about is solar.
Well, it's
that's
not
kind of it.
Not that big, but basically,
we love solar.
Just a quick solar update for the week. We produced 320 kilowatt hours this week, about 46 kilowatt hours a day, which is still pretty good. We did have 2 days that had Stormwatch enabled again just due to high winds, so that did cause our power walls to charge up overnight with a lot of power from the grid. So that kind of did raise our grid usage higher than what it normally would be. Already for the month of January, we've produced as much solar as we did for all the entire month of December, and we still have another week left. So I'm expecting we're going to beat last month production by probably 300 to 300. I was going to say 350 kilowatt hours, but we have snow in the forecast for tomorrow and Wednesday, so that could lower our numbers. But the cool thing is, for the entire month of January, we've actually had solar. We haven't had any zero production days, whereas we had several snow days back in December. What else? Oh, so far for the year, we've used 1,550 kilowatt hours, and we've generated 1,098. So we're at 71% offset so far. And again, we expect to be in March to be at 100%, or at least starting to produce more than we use for the month.
So, gotta love it. So far, we are almost, we're like, what would you say, like 70% through
71%.
winter?
I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, the days are just getting so much longer.
They are getting longer.
And so it just our solar. We're already producing on peak times, like around solar noon. We're already producing over 12 kilowatts just with our system, which is about 20 kilowatts, 20.5. So we were down a lot lower than that, back to like 7 or 8 just a few weeks ago. So just to see it up to 12, it's already 50% increase.
Yep. That's basically the news for the week. It's pretty low key. It's just been a lot about this refresh. So I guess we'll see what happens. Grant said, what time live show on Wednesday for the call? We'll probably start like 20 minutes before the call, and the call is normally at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, right?
Somewhere around there.
So Mountain Time, probably about like 2:30, 2:40-ish. Or is it 4 p.m.?
Ooh. Seems a little later, yeah.
I think it's 4 p.m.
2:30, because I think they have to wait till I think they usually wait till the market closes.
They do.
But that's usually a 2 p.m. our time,
Yeah.
so,
I don't know. As soon as I know the time, I'll schedule it in advance on YouTube, so hopefully you can see it, and I'll also like tweet it out and everything.
Yeah. And we'll listen in on it, but we'll probably be pretty quiet during the first part while they're talking and answering questions, and maybe we'll have a few comments on some of the questions and Elon's responses, but then we will open it up to questions and discussion after the call's over.
Yep.
Hopefully lots of cool stuff to discuss.
Tommy said, what's the seatbelt release criteria?
The news is over. Now it's time we're opening it up.
By the way,
for
is this the Tommy that won on Instagram?
Oh.
Because if it is, I think this would be a great segue to why I bricked my model.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, thanks for watching. He said, I'm watching you in my car. Awesome. Love it. Hopefully we look good on that Model 3 screen. Just let me know. Let's see. Let me go back, answer some questions.
Well, are you going to talk
KK
about...
said Sandy Monroe is traveling to California with his new Model 3. Did you meet him in Colorado? No, we didn't. We've been just hanging out at home. We really haven't like gone and done anything, especially social things.
But also, we were, as Eric mentioned, one of the cars was bricked over the weekend, so it did kind of change our transit. Fortunately, we do have other Teslas that we can drive, but
some of the other Teslas are not here right now. Two of them have been stored at a friend's house because we have a ton of garage stuff going on, which can't talk about yet. But we
coming along nicely.
Yeah, we couldn't keep them all here, so that's kind of where we were at. Noam. Oh yeah, Noam, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They said, I want to see if you remember my name from last week. I'm terrible with names.
That just answered the question.
I really am, and I apologize for that. That's on me. Let's see. Chris said, can we talk about the ride height icon that has been showing up in the user manual for the 3?
Did you see that?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that might...
Nothing.
Watch out for the address. Don't dox us.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it's already gone.
Okay. Well, just be careful with that.
Well, plus it's not our...
Yeah, but we don't need to be doxing. So to be honest, I honestly think that might just be just like a remnant of when they were building it out. I don't know if we're really going to be getting air suspension for the 3 or Y as much as I want it. Trust me. I don't know if we will because...
Well, Elon said in the past that it wasn't going to come. Who knows? They can always change their mind.
It's Tesla.
People have been talking for like 2 years saying that it was coming to the 3, and Elon's like, no, it's not. If you want air suspension, get the Model S or Model X.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised. But I think they did say that with the new casting for the Model Y, it looks like there's more room for a possible air suspension or an adaptable, maybe not air, but maybe some sort of adjustable suspension.
Yeah, that would be cool too. I think if they do that, they're really going to tank S and X even more, which maybe that's what they want. I don't know.
But maybe that's why they're going to have the refresh.
Exactly.
Throw in that many new features.
License to Drive said, give me the green battery indicator back on the dash. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
That's weird because it's still on the S.
Yeah.
And so that's weird that it seems like it broke. I don't think it was an intentional, or they didn't break it on the S. So
yeah, they broke it.
But it's still green on the S, which is odd.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not odd. It's weird on the 3 and Y.
No. William said, do you think Tesla will integrate wind turbines into the system to work alongside solar? We would love that.
We would love that. Elon, they haven't really talked about it recently. There was some discussion of that a year or two ago, and we do know some people have done that privately. They basically tie it in with their solar before it hits the gateway and their power walls, and it is possible. So it would be nice if Tesla would implement that as well. So we need to tweet Elon about that because we talked last year about some other possible things, not necessarily mainly wind turbines, but there's other ways to generate energy via wind, and it'd be nice if they tied those in, because then you could have 24-hour production. And where we live, we have tons of wind, so I mean, our production
It could be great.
we could generate more wind energy probably than solar with what we get here.
We are very windy here. Let's see. Where was I? I don't want to. Oh, KK said it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, so we will be at 4:30 Eastern time. We'll try to go like between 4 and 4:15. We'll start, and then roll into the call, and then roll into chat. Hopefully, we see that refresh. I mean, probably not see it, but I imagine if they announce it, then they're probably gonna like release photos and website and everything.
Update the website, yeah.
Exactly. So keep your eye on the website for sure. Let's see. Do you think there'll be a difference in cost for the subscription to full self-driving than more to participate in the robo-taxi at work? I mean, I don't know how they're going to price that, to be honest. That's not a bad question. If you participate in the robo-taxi, will that automatically include full self-driving for when it's taxiing? Or are you going to have to buy full self-driving and participate in robo-taxi to be able to do it? It's a good question.
Yeah, because when we've discussed possible like subscription fees and stuff, we haven't
thought about that.
Thought about them charging a different fee for robotaxi at all. I still think that's going to be a ways off, because they got to get working for people with a driver first before they can do the robotaxi thing.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm seeing a lot of people asking about the brick. I'll go into it just real quick because it's going to be a video tomorrow, and it's actually a pretty funny video. I was editing it before this live stream, and man, the foreshadowing throughout the beginning of that video. Anywho, quick runabout and sneak peek for all of you in chat. I got the new Gen 2 center console. I tried installing it in my Model Y. And
installed perfectly.
I made a boo-boo. But that's all we're going to say.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to say.
But at least it fits.
Well, yeah.
And you'd think if it fits, it ships. But
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So anyway, there'll be a fun video on that tomorrow. And eventually it'll get unbricked. But for now, it just is hanging out upstairs. Can't drive it. Let's see. Alan said, any news on Powerball availability? My installer said he would have news soon. I mean, all I've heard is they're still delayed by like a few months. Have you heard anything?
I don't know. The last I heard was back in like November, so when they said they were going to have a lot of availability by February, but I haven't heard any updates since then.
Yeah.
I know they keep adjusting the prices, and somebody said, they did recently raise the price again, but then it looks like they did bring back the combo price, so if you get them with solar, or if you get multiple power walls, then it kind of brings the price back down.
Yeah. Diego said, when do we think we'll get V11? I mean, to be honest, we thought we were going to get it in December.
Or who knows, that could be something
that
we'll
could
hear
be
about.
also
that
from
could
the
be that
earnings call.
2021.4 release that we're expecting, maybe this week.
That could be
or
it
next
too.
week.
Justin said, what's the possibility that there's no SRX refresh and everyone's just hyping up the idea? I mean, that's going to suck. But like, why? Just like everything going on.
If there wasn't a refresh, they wouldn't have taken them out of the showrooms. They wouldn't have stopped doing test drives.
They wouldn't have sold out inventory.
Yeah. Unless that means they're totally dropping the S and X, but they can't drop the S and X.
Well,
unless
I mean, if they are,
totally different
they're going to have to give us our money back because we have.
That's true. They would have stopped taking orders, and they wouldn't have had people. They wouldn't have raised the price and everything. Something's changing.
Yeah. Let's see. Going through chat real quick. What about the Model Y changes in China, center console, door details, etc.? The possibility of making the same changes to North American Y? So, actually, I'll tell you this. In my research, Tesla has recently added the new center console, the Gen 2 center console, to the parts website for Model Y. So,
also,
that's coming.
Also, we've seen that they do now have the heated steering wheel listed on the parts website for the Model 3.
Nope, not in the US.
I gave you the part number.
Yeah, but it's not there.
Oh, well then where'd that part number come from?
Someone just took it off steering wheel, probably. But I've been
wouldn't
checking.
They have to have that steering wheel here to find it then?
No, one from China, probably. But I've been checking the part catalog for the heated steering wheel, and that's how I got the part number from you. But unfortunately, it's not listed in the US quite yet. But the center console is on the Y, so it's just a matter of time until they do that. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Which feature would you guys request Tesla to add more? Rear auto emergency braking or passenger seat memory? Rear auto emergency braking or passenger seat memory? I mean, both sound great. One's a safety feature, one's a comfort feature. I'm going to go both.
Yeah. And also, we were talking about possible changes with the refresh, and there might be some potential new sensors on the SNX
you
as
bet.
well. So could be some potentially new safety features for those as well, or maybe just better full self-driving functionality coming in the future.
Yeah. Christopher said, did you guys see the 4 covered Teslas at the Fremont factory from the drone shot? Yep, we actually were pulling up those and talked about them 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely leads me to believe there's something more going on because Tesla doesn't normally cover stuff like that. It's just not normally something they do. So something is going on with that, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gustavo said, wondering if the pedestrian warning sound or system you installed in the Model Y is getting disconnected. I've had to do a hard reset all the time and re-enabling it again. So I've heard that a few times, and mine kind of does that sometimes, but I don't do a hard reset and it just comes back next time I drive. I honestly think it's just because the software might be a little buggy with it and maybe not fully recognizing it. And from what I have heard, Tesla are working on a fix so that hopefully people can just plug that in the future and have it automatically recognize Boombox. Because having to take it in and having them to do everything is going to be kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And so maybe that's something we'll be getting to work tomorrow. Who knows?
I mean,
if they unbrick your car.
Oh yeah, so that's one thing is when they come unbrick my car, I'm gonna ask them if they can do that. We'll see what happens. Joe, thank you for the €2 super chat. Really appreciate it. It said, do you think the refresh will get the 4680 cells? I mean, we kind of talked about this a little bit last live stream because Tesla. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm slacking. Hold on. Confetti for you. Tesla last live stream, while we were live streaming, started really pumping that 4680 video all over like Twitter, Instagram, everything. I think they could potentially have like sandbagged that timeline and they are ready to go potentially.
Yeah, and another thing
Maybe.
too, Tesla has said that the Model Y built in Berlin will be the first one that has the new frame,
integrated battery,
integrated cells. But they didn't say that they weren't going to use the 4680s anywhere else, and it's quite possible they could just start using the 4680 cells. They might have to make the current battery pack for the SNX slightly taller because I think it's about 15 millimeters. Not a huge difference, but they could possibly do a new battery that uses the 4680 cells, put that on the SNX, and maybe use those on future battery upgrades for older cars as well.
Yep.
And that's something too, people say, why would they do that if they're just going to switch to the 4680 with the plaid and the honeycomb, body frame and all that stuff. But it's just like, they're going to have to keep supporting older batteries, older cars going forward, and they're not going to want to keep producing the 1860 650 cells forever. So might as well start transitioning.
Yeah. Let's see. Tommy said, what time do you release and post videos? So the video tomorrow, hopefully by I think I might post at 9 a.m.
Mountain
time.
So
9 to 10 is normally when I post it, but I kind of want to get this one out there because I'm editing it and I'm making myself laugh, so it'll be good. Yeah. And then let's see. Proximio said, any news on upgrading Model Y steering wheel? Still waiting for it to arrive, but as soon as it does, I will do that. Let's see. Rhonda said, my Tesla dealer refuses to discount in any inventory X at all.
That seems odd because discounted all of them in Europe. They discounted almost all of them that I heard of in the United States. That you can't even find them listed in inventory on the website anymore. So it's quite odd if your local Tesla store is not discounting them.
Yep.
But again, you could try the website, see if there are any listed. But if there aren't, I could ask them. I would ask them as well to see how many miles and stuff if they're a loaner, because they should be discounting those.
Yeah,
that's quite odd.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. So real quick, let's go ahead and open a box. Now in chat, let me know. Do you guys want box A? That seatbelt.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's make a deal here. Do you guys want box A next to David or box B? Can you move this one over just a seat so they can see it? Thank you. Or do you want box B? So A over here, B over here. Go for it in chat. Let's see. Oh, so we got a B and we got an A. We got a B. We got a B. We got a A. Oh,
Wait,
man.
and this is
we got
A over
another
here, and
A.
this-
We got a B.
Oh.
We got an A. Okay, how about we just do both?
Okay, let's do A first.
Okay. Okay. So this is a beautiful box.
I'm sure some people know what it is already, just
Yeah.
from the size.
Yeah. I mean, this just showed up this week, by the way. Actually, both of them. The other one just showed up like yesterday.
But we have gotten one of these in the past, about a month ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I know it was sometime in December we opened up one of these.
Whoa. Someone said A has more color. Oh, hold on.
Hopefully it's not.
I got an invoice with an address. Yeah. Someone said toaster. Haha. Yeah.
No,
So
this is Tesla related. We're not gonna unless there's a Tesla toaster, which.
So this is more tequila. More
just open up-
tequila. Oh look, they now put it
Basically-
in like plastic bags.
Oh, because a lot of people were getting it. So we got this like a month or so ago, and then you saw we did a taste test, and we drank 2 shots out of this, and we will be probably taste testing. If the news is good on Wednesday, we'll be having some more.
Yeah, maybe we'll do multiple shots on one. I'm gonna drop this. Holy crap.
Oh, look at the bottom of the box. It's all scratched up though, so it looks like it slid around a bunch in there.
It probably had been.
Oh, we should compare. Is it the
hell.
exact same? Like, oh yes. So.
More tequila.
And this is again something that Tesla offered on their site, but it sold out like almost instantly. Back in what, November or October, somewhere around there.
Something like that. Okay, so we got the tequila. Here we go.
So not too exciting, but it was a Tesla related package.
So this one, hopefully Michael's still in chat. Hopefully he's in chat
Michael
still.
from, is it Taiwan? Or?
Yeah. Shout out to Michael for this one. So the Taiwan like Tesla Owners Club.
Does it have the address on it?
No, that doesn't. That'd be funny though. Huge shout out to them for making this happen. But they posted something on Twitter and I was like, oh my god, that's dope. And lo and behold, package shows up. Haha.
We should do more like unboxing. This is kind of fun.
Yeah. I'm totally down to unbox a bunch of stuff. So, this is from the Tesla Owners Group of Taiwan. This is their Chinese New Year
Like gift bag?
gift bag. So, huge thanks to you guys. This is kind of cool. This is dope. Oh, we got a calendar. That's going on my desk at work.
Is it a
That's cool.
Is it like a Chinese calendar though, or is it a 2021?
2021
Okay,
calendar.
so it is a calendar that you can use. Yeah.
And then this looks really dope. Want to make sure I don't drop.
So this is what they
anything.
give to their members in the Taiwan
I
Tesla
know
Owners
everyone
Club.
in Colorado, in
Wow.
the U.S. needs to step up
Pretty
their game.
fancy. And look at that box. I mean, that's like it looks almost like the Tesla tequila
I just don't want to
box.
drop anything. I'm scared to drop stuff.
It's pretty fancy.
I know. This is awesome. So, here we go. We have all this. This is Tesla owner Taiwan. Little like I think it's a little.
Is it another
box.
gift wrap thing? I think it's like a box you
Yeah.
can put some of the stuff in.
And then we got the
Are those
mug
coasters?
coaster. We've got the mug. Look at how cool this is.
Wow.
Oh, that's not gonna focus.
So it's like
very
printed
well. Hold on.
in like gold print or something on there?
White.
White?
It looks
Okay.
really- so when you like put tea in it and everything, that's gonna look really sweet. Because talking about tea, oh, they got a pen in here
Or hot chocolate.
or hot chocolate.
But I guess since it's from Taiwan, it would be
They
for
got
tea.
pens?
Yes.
We need pens.
Yes, we're going to get those out here in the next couple
Okay.
weeks.
And then they have this. It is tea. Look at how cool this is.
Wow.
Okay, it's sealed.
Wow.
Tea house.
Yeah. So anyways, wow, that's pretty impressive
So,
that they give all their Tesla
Absolutely love
owners.
it. Thank you so much, Michael. I'm going to be Instagramming myself drinking tea later, probably.
Yeah, and your Tesla.
He said open the calendar, though. Okay, I'm going to open it.
Oh, while you're doing that, I should have been looking at some
Oh,
newer
yeah.
questions.
David will
or
look
whatever.
at some chat and stuff.
But
Diego said you need merch. So
we've been
Things
making
are-
some calls.
things are in the works, but I want to make sure anything we put out is like super top notch. So
Yeah.
we're working on some stuff. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so check it out. Here's the calendar.
Oh, somebody said that the envelopes are for you to put money in, and that's what you give gifts of money on Chinese New Year.
Oh, well, there we go. Here,
For good luck.
they have the calendar. It's
Oh,
all
cool.
like Starman.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
We could probably put it on a calendar. Yeah.
That's so cool. 10 out of 10.
We kind of missed it. Maybe we could do a calendar.
As soon as all this is over, we're
Yeah.
gonna go check out Taiwan.
But we do have
and
some
go
other
hang out with all you guys.
related merchandise ideas coming soon. I know. Just got to finalize things.
I'm gonna put that on my desk at work. But thank you so much, Michael. This is amazing. Your Tesla owners group out there, 10 out of 10, would recommend. So awesome. But huge thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate it, and I can't wait to have some tea. Okay. Sorry, where was I? But that was the 2 boxes. Let's see. Okay.
So open back up to questions then.
Is it laser printed? I mean, I don't know if it's laser printed, but it's printed on there. I assume you're talking about this.
Yeah.
This is nice, though. This is really nice. Okay. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in chat, and we'll go ahead and talk, hang out for a little while.
Oh, see, a little of this and a little of that, so they didn't have to cover things before because they didn't have people flying drones around the factories as they do now.
True.
But we did drones back in like 2016? No, maybe not 2016, but
Yeah.
we've been doing drones for a while, I know, but yeah. But they were still covering stuff up even back in 2017, but only when it was like new stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. A lot of people are saying the only thing they give us here in the U.S. is panel gaps. Diego said, do we have Tesla owners groups here in the U.S.? So there's actually a page on Tesla. I'll have to find it and put it down below. But there's a ton of Tesla owner groups. And if there isn't one near you or anything, you can actually start one. All the details are on Tesla's website. But definitely, we're part of the Denver Tesla Club. I've been to a bunch of club meetings throughout like the U.S., like California. I've been to some and kind of along the way.
Yeah, and back in the past when things weren't like locked down as much,
Yeah.
we did all kinds of rallies where we would drive like up Pikes Peak, and you have dozens and dozens of Teslas going up Pikes Peak or Mount Evans or Cripple Creek, and so I know they do the same thing in other states as well. So it's just fun to get together with other owners when you can. But things have been a little more socially distant this past year, so we haven't really done any events like that.
Yeah, but
Looking forward when we can again.
They're so much fun. I really enjoy them. I was offered to go to Taiwan, and then there have been some when I was out in Japan. We kind of did a little thing, but some of the bigger ones in like China and Japan and stuff I wasn't able to make. But hopefully in the future we'll be able to do a lot more of those because I absolutely love them. And I think it's a blast to get around other like-minded people that love Tesla as much as we do. Let's see.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, all of the streamers went all the way over there, so you couldn't see it. But thanks to Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob,
Great.
for the. Oh,
We got some
hold on.
streamers.
Hold on. You also get digital confetti.
So he's got a question. Oh,
I'm
about
actually
solar,
pretty
looks like.
proud of that. That took way too
Yeah.
long. Let's see. Solar question we're going to have David answer this. He knows way more
Yeah.
about solar. He said solar in North Carolina, 32,800 out of pocket, 16.32 kilowatt system, 18.3 kilowatt hours per year, 48 panels. Utility is buy all, sell all, 3 cents buyback per kilowatt hour sold. Charged up to 11 cents per kilowatt hour I consume. Is this crap?
Well, it's like.
I mean, they're not buying it for anything.
Yeah, that's bad because it's good. It sounds like for what you bought, you got 16.3 kilowatt system for 32,000. That's a good discount compared to what we paid for solar just 2 years ago. That would have cost close to $55,000 before the 30% federal tax credit. So its prices come way down, 32,000. So hopefully that means you're beginning, like 7,000-8,000 back when you file your taxes next year. But yeah, that does sound bad about the 3 cents buyback because the way our power company works here, we get paid, the same price that they would charge us during those times. So that's why we produce and we have our power walls powering the house pretty much all during the day, especially during peak and part peak periods. So almost every bit of power we produce goes to the grid, and we can make it at those peak and part peak rates. And then whenever we take stuff from the grid, it's at a cheaper rate. So yeah, it's unfortunate that they only do 3 cents per kilowatt hour buyback.
Yeah, some places are definitely better than others. And we've seen this even in Colorado. One of my friends currently is looking for solar, and he has like IREA or something.
Yeah, it's a co-op. Yeah.
And it just, their program is very similar to what you mentioned.
Yeah. So, but
it's not that great. And if you do over 10 kilowatt system, they won't buy back anything.
Wow, that's lame.
I know.
They should be encouraging more people to do it. And also, he says, so I guess he didn't get power walls in. So one thing, that's what we have with ours, is we have the power walls, and so that allows us to only ever pay the cheapest rate, and then when we ever send it back, it's during the more expensive times. So yeah, it's not good, unfortunately, with your company, but I know some states are a lot worse than others, because some of them, some of them don't pay almost anything, or you have to pay more, per month and stuff. You have solar.
And they limit on how much you can install.
Yeah, it's that's not the greatest, but yeah, hopefully in the coming years with the push for more renewable energy, hopefully other states will get better incentives out there.
You bet.
But definitely remember to claim that on your federal tax credit. I guess you're gonna have to wait if you just got it installed. You have to wait till you file your 2021 taxes, but definitely don't forget to do that.
Yes. Let's see. Jonathan said, how much was the updated Model Y steering wheel? I don't know how much the heated steering wheel is going to cost yet. I don't pay until I actually pick it up. But I think the normal one's like $350, $400-ish, give or take. Let's see. James said, I got the jack pads from Abstract Ocean. Timeout. We have something for that too. I had some fun this weekend. Need to rotate the tires on R3. What pattern do you use to rotate your tires? So I normally do front to back, side to side. So like my front left, yeah, like an X, exactly. My front left is gonna go to my rear right, but then like the next time I do it, I will just switch front and back same side. Does that make sense? So I kind of like X, then square, then X, then yeah. But to be honest, normally I don't rotate my tires a ton. Besides,
we rotate cars more frequently, probably.
True. But I don't rotate my tires a ton on like any car. The race car, I normally just burn through them before I have time to rotate them.
Also with the race car, I think they're staggered, right? So you can't really rotate those.
No, I'm square.
Oh, you're on that one? Okay.
Yeah.
So like on a Model X and stuff, you usually can't rotate those.
Yeah. And so if they are staggered, you just do side to side. That's about as best you can get. But if it's a square, so here, sorry. If it's square setup, but what I'm referring to is all the tires are the same width. If it's staggered, sometimes on performance cars, people will do that, is the front will be like the normal width and the rear will be a little bit wider. So that way you can get a little bit more grip and stuff like that. So that's what I kind of mean by square versus staggered. So it depends on what setup you have on your Model 3. If it's square, I do X and then square, but yeah. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't confusing. If it was, let me know. Let's see. Justin, what are you expecting from SNX Refresh? What do you want to see and what do you not want to see? Oh. I don't know what I don't want to see. I have a long list of what we want to see.
Well, for what we don't want to see, I don't want to just have one screen. I hope that the SNX would still have a second instrument cluster, behind the steering wheel. Yes, you can drive without it, but it's nice that you can customize it in the current SNX and put different things up there, such as the navigation or your energy graph or something, but while still having a bigger screen for navigation there, or your media or whatever. Or I just like having options, and with one screen, you don't have those options.
I'll say what I don't want to see is them removing the Falcon doors.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen on the X. I think they'll always have to keep that. Another thing I would like to, one thing I would like to see is they might have to change the body slightly so they can fit in a native CCS port, because currently they have CCS in Europe, but you have to use an adapter on the S and X. It's built in on the 3 and for the Y, but you have to use an adapter. So they're going to have to make that cover a little bit larger on the S and X so that they could fit that. And while we might not get the CCS here in the United States right away, they're going to start selling these cars in Europe, they're going to be there in March, so it'd be nice if they would have those with the built-in port and be able to charge at full CCS speeds.
Yeah, I think
or at least
the biggest
150
thing
kilowatts or
is
whatever.
Being able to charge on the full CCS speed.
Yeah, because
that's my biggest.
Currently, there is a company like C-Tech Power that makes an adapter, but it is not cheap, and it allows you to use CCS adapters, or it is a CCF adapter, lets use those charging stations, but it seems like it's limited to pretty much CHAdeMO speeds, which is about 50 kilowatts or less. And Tesla, I think in Europe, can charge at almost, that's like 125 or 130, and it'd be nice if it could charge up to 150 with the newer one. So hopefully they'll have that on the refresh. But I mean, also we're expecting probably a horizontal screen to kind of match the the 3-in-Y, but maybe slightly larger, because that's what we saw in the Cybertruck when it came out. So lots of possibilities. Again, we mentioned maybe possibly new sensors, maybe a new radar, something that's maybe
A rear radar, maybe?
Maybe, and also something's changing on the side that looks like, because if you check the FCC website, you can see that Tesla has put in for some new equipment that's going in, but it's under confidentiality for the first 180 days, I believe. So it should be revealed soon, I believe.
You bet.
Another.
Oh, thank you, Jacob, for another $10.
These don't make noise, Eric.
Oh, okay.
I'm
used to the really loud confetti. Watch, as soon as you do that confetti, I'm gonna do mine.
Whee!
Hey!
You can't tell much difference. Maybe we should just
It was like he did confetti and we put it all on the screen for you.
Maybe we
guys.
should just stick with the digital stuff. It's a lot easier to clean up.
I'm not gonna lie, that is true. Thank you again for the Jacob, the $10. He said thanks, $8,528 credit.
I guess they
Haven't pulled the trigger yet. Just got the Tesla quote.
Oh, okay,
Not
so he hasn't
sure
got
this
it yet.
is a good area to install solar. Given buy all, sell all, the break even is likely poor.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like we said, but selling it back at only 3 cents. So I mean, I would double check and see if there's any time of use, because that definitely makes the time of use worth it. Because our time of use costs almost 2.5 times as much as the cheaper times. And so again, that's why with our Powerwalls, we only ever pay the cheapest rate, and then we sell it back. It's 2.5 times that rate.
Yeah, and I mean, so when we got solar, our initial thought was, let's be green, let's make our own energy so we don't have to pull anything off the grid. But I guess at the other token, what kind of came along with that, which was great, was the money savings. But we kind of viewed it more as trying to be more self-sustainable. Yeah. The money, though, and the break even, of course, is a big factor, and it, as well as it should be, because I mean that's a large investment that you have to put out.
And it definitely, ours costs a lot more. The federal tax credit does help bring that down, but like our return on investment should be, depending on the panel, we had it calculated depending on the array, but it'll be paying for itself. And then after that, our solar is still going to work for another 20 or more years after that. So that's going to be like free electricity for 20 more years.
Yeah.
And the electric companies are going to keep charging and raising the rate. So it's nice we don't have to worry about that, because we're going to be using we hardly use any from the grid. Last year we had a surplus of several thousand. I'd have to go look at it, but I'll look at that when you move to the next question. But we had a surplus of solar last year. We produced way more than we used.
Instant confetti. Holy crap. Look at me go. John, thank you for the $5. Said, when Tesla has robo-taxi show, are the people in the rear going to control their seat heaters? They need heat controls in the rear.
That's something we talked about.
I got my Tesla tabs in 1 week.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe that'll be something they could do voice activated.
Oh, no,
But also,
I left it on.
More confetti. But also, we were talking about maybe that's something else when they did talk about the refresh. Maybe there will finally be a little screen for the rear passengers. And while that won't help existing cars, maybe the new S and X will have a screen to change the climate.
For existing cars, I really think they can just give them access in the app to do heating.
Well, people aren't going to have the app if they're robotaxi.
Well, I mean, the robotaxi app. I mean, you have to do an app. I guess so if you call the car or something like that. Yeah. I would say it would just be built right into that app. That would be what I view. Okay,
so just to refresh on the solar I was just talking about, last year we produced 27,054 kilowatt hours. We only used 21,700. So that was almost at least over 5,000 kilowatt hours more. But percentage-wise, just a second, I'm waiting on the Tesla app. Sometimes it's faster than so for last year we had 125% offset. So yeah, we're green. And that's with having 4 cars, 4 Teslas, and powering the entire house. And again, we're saving. So not only are you being more green by providing solar energy for your house, but you're no longer hopefully having, I don't know, if you have a Tesla, you might not have a Tesla yet, or you might not be an all Tesla household, but we by going solar, we don't have any gas cars anymore, so we're saving several $100s a month on electricity, and then we're also saving several $100s a month by not having to pay for gas, and that helps our return on investment that much.
It does help a lot.
Because again, we did a video a year or so back where we're saving $400 or $500 a month by switching to solar.
Not Geico.
Yeah.
Supposedly that'll save me money too, though. No idea. Khalid said, did you guys talk about music reference in the Walk a Million Miles in the new battery
Is this
video?
DJ Kelly?
No.
Okay.
Was it an Easter egg? Of course. That's definitely what they're going for, 100%. And that's what Tesla always does. Let's see. Tom's Turbo Garage. Boom. Confetti.
Woohoo, thanks, Tom.
I'm digging this digital confetti. Hopefully you guys are. I'm having a blast with this. Do you ever wonder if Tesla is in a pickle trying to figure out how to make the Cybertruck? Had the nightmare the other night. Yikes. I mean, I honestly think the Cybertruck's going to be easier to make and manufacture than, say, the S, the 3, the X, the Y, to be honest, because you don't need a paint booth. The stamping tools for the metal should be easier. It's all angular. It's not like different
Curves and stuff like that,
curvature and
yeah.
everything. So I honestly think overall the Cybertruck's going to be pretty easy to manufacture. And I say that because I'm not manufacturing it.
Yeah.
We'll see what Tesla does, but I think overall it's going to be a little easier.
Oh, John, I think wants to see some confetti.
John, for the $2 super chat, really appreciate that. You also get confetti.
We're having fun with that confetti today.
I know. This took me way too long to do, and I'm proud of it.
Yes, because
so
somebody
we're gonna
else
have
was
some fun
asking
with
about
it.
the Cybertruck earlier in the
Yup.
chat and talking about they didn't think you could stamp the stainless, but yeah, they should be able to stamp it. It's just going to be different. It's more angular, a lot more flatter pieces, not many curves.
Yeah. Let me see. Trying to get through some of the super chats. Oh no, we already did the super chats. Cool. Chats. George Enoch, hopefully I pronounced that right, said place the solar roof order early December. They estimate finished in early February, but I've not heard a word so far. What do I do? Should I call them? I live in New York. I would call them for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
early
'cause we're already-
February
it's
is
almost
right around the
February.
corner.
Yeah. And hopefully you'd be getting some news. And we when we first signed up for solar, it did take a while to get the ball rolling. They called us and we told them what we wanted, and then there were a few calls back and forth where we wanted a bigger system, and then we said no, we want a bigger system. And then once we settled on the size of the system, there was a little bit of a pause, but eventually, they gave us this install date and it went well. They came out and got it all working. So we're definitely pleased with it. So hopefully, yeah, definitely give them a call and see if they can give you give you some information on that.
Yeah. License to Drive said, do you guys think the new administration will restore national EV credit? I wouldn't be
Hopefully.
surprised.
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
mean, it's all about green energy now, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking. I'm positive. Well, I'm very optimistic that they will.
There you go.
That's the word.
WFS Media said, do you guys have any inside info on the long-range version of the rear-wheel drive Model Y? Seems there's not much info on it anywhere. Yeah, I haven't really heard anything. So that's a great question. On also has a good point. If your tires are directional, make sure you check that. You can only do front to back. You can't go from side to side because then your tires go the other direction and they won't be very good in like rain or anything like that. Timmy, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. Confetti. I'm just like, you get confetti.
And yeah, and if you do a
confetti.
super chat, definitely drop a question if you want to
Yeah.
answer it sooner. You don't have to, but we can. It kind of pushes you to the top. We'll try to get your question answered. We're jumping around. I see Jacob says they bought a Model Y last summer. Sadly, they have curb rash. Broke their heart. Induction wheels. Should they avoid? Or wait, any tips to avoid or repair? And we do have some experience with that. Not on cars that we actually did the road rash ourselves, but on a set of arachnid wheels we got as part of the referral program. Was it last year or year before? And they unfortunately were scratched when they were delivered, and some kind of like curb rash, but it wasn't from the curb. And we had a mobile service came out to the house.
Yeah, Tesla.
and
So
repaired
it was like the referral wheels when they delivered them, they were scratched. And so they were like, oh, we'll send somebody out to fix them. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they actually had a company come to the house and they fixed the one or two that needed it. And it was super painless. So check some of the places. I know in town we have a few, but I don't know where you live. but there's probably like mobile repair for curbed rims.
And so they can either do it, if you do the mobile repair, they can come out, jack your car up, take them off, fix them right then. Or if you take them into one of your local shops, they can fix it too. And I think it would be like less than $50 per wheel.
It's normally about 75 to 100.
Okay, so a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But they look like brand new again. So don't be too upset about it because they can do a good job.
Okay, hold on. I gotta. Okay, one.
Okay, so we have some questions.
Big Wave.
Woohoo,
Thank
thanks,
you for
Matt.
the $5 super chat. Are you planning to install the new Tesla wall chargers?
Wait, I think
Thoughts
you skipped
about,
Matt's question.
Here it says Matt was after Big Wave.
Okay, I see it
We'll
differently.
get to Matt too.
Okay, we'll do them both. Sorry, Matt.
And it said thoughts about higher powered Tesla wall connector for Cybertruck with bigger battery. We've thought about the new wall chargers, but we kind of like our matte ones.
Yeah,
the new ones are glass,
Also,
which is kind of cool.
Also, so we have the Generation 2 Elon signature wall connectors. And the cool thing we like about the Generation 2 ones is they can be load balanced now. And they've been that way for years. So basically we have in the garage, we have 3 of those wall connectors. Each of them individually can charge it up to 80 amps. And while our cars don't go that high, all of our cars only have 48 amp chargers in them. But in the past, cars like older S's and X's had up to 72 or 80 amps, so you could charge a lot faster than current any current vehicle that Tesla sells. And so there's been some talk with the Roadster and Cybertruck that are coming out. They're going to have a lot bigger batteries. Will they have higher amp chargers? We don't know. It would be nice. We do prefer the Generation 2 because the Generation 3 ones that are out there, they're having a lot of problems with overheating, and also they currently don't have that load balancing feature built in. So we still prefer the Generation 2 for now.
Oh my God, you guys are killing
Well,
it. Boom.
okay, but he's good,
confetti
Matt.
for Matt. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Said, did you guys have existing solar to start with Tesla? I'm looking to supplement my solar ordered in April, so a small build with 2
It's like
Powerball.
confetti nonstop today.
I know. So we got our first system, and then we wanted more, so we actually added another small system.
Yeah.
Tesla installed both, and we have different meters for both, but it all is integrated into one system.
Yeah, so
basically.
our first Tesla system was like 16.5 kilowatts, and we got that back in like July of 2018. Then in December of 2019, we added another 4 kilowatts, so we're at about 20.5. And since Tesla built both of the systems, they were able to tie them all in, and they use the same like gutter and the shut-off switches and all that stuff. Go through the gateway, it looks like one system. If you do get solar from another company, they probably can't touch it, but where it feeds
Merges
in, they would still be able to set that up and at least be able to monitor your new Tesla part. But they can add to it and definitely add your power walls. And I don't know, I think they'd be able to add it so your existing solar would also be able to charge those power walls.
Yep. And then, boom.
Daryl? Thank you,
More
Daryl.
confetti.
Thanks, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl, for the $3 super chat. Said, when will we know more details about SNX?
Hopefully Wednesday.
Wednesday.
By Wednesday, hopefully.
By Wednesday for the earnings call, which we will be live by 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time for that. So definitely tune in if you want to check that out, and hopefully we get something, and we'll talk about it after the earnings call. Then we have, oh my God, you guys. Roger says, I'm here for the confetti. There you go, Roger. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it, man. Man, digital confetti is a
You should
hit.
have done this a year ago.
Y'all love the digital confetti. And so do I, because I don't got to clean that up, but I got to clean all this up. So huge shout out for that. Michael real quick said, by the way, was just on Sean's live stream. He may reach out for a Mach-E versus Model Y side-by-side road trip comparison. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I'll reach out to Sean and see if he wants to do anything. Thank you for letting me know, Michael. John with a $5 super chat.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. More confetti. I signed up on Xcel Energy's unlimited charging plan, $43 a month, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Includes ChargePoint charger.
Wow.
Bummer, but it doesn't use Tesla. That's actually not a bad deal, though. $43 a month includes anything between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m.
That's interesting. It's during the day. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't
Did
think
you
they,
mean it was during the day or was it evening?
Yeah, but that's interesting too
clarify that.
because I don't think they offer. I know Excel is in other states. I think he's up in Minnesota or something like that.
Yeah.
And Minnesota, but we in Colorado, I do not believe they have like the EV charging
They
program here
don't.
yet. But $43 would be a good deal, I think, if you do a lot of charging. But you know, with our solar system, again, we had like 125% surplus last year. We didn't really have an electric bill for like 10 months last year. We only really had to pay a bill for like January and February.
Yeah.
But if we were still paying like $250, $300 for electricity, that would be a great deal.
I think that plan. Oh, well, there you guys. Free confetti. I think that plan is really dope for people that don't have solar, can't have solar, etc. Because that allows you to charge basically unlimited. Yeah, it is unlimited for only $43. That's actually pretty cool.
And I've heard of similar plans in other
Yeah.
places, but they just don't offer it in Colorado yet. But that's a great deal, especially if you don't have enough solar. Yeah.
A lot of people want Bernie on the live stream. We could have had him sitting
darn it.
right here. That would have been
yeah.
dope. I should have
Darn
thought of that.
With the
Or
mittens.
they said you could be wearing mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, too late.
Yeah, good ideas though. You guys should just
We'll
run
have to
my
remember
live
that in the
stream.
past. Somebody said they like Fisker. We test drove the Fisker.
Yeah.
Or no.
I
what was
really
it?
like how they look.
Yeah, what was it? The Rivero?
The Rivero.
Yeah, they did a test drive, and we're in touch with them. They're coming out with an all-electric version. That was like a hybrid version, so it doesn't go that far on electric. But they said that they are coming with an all-electric version. So we're definitely looking forward to when that comes to the market, and hopefully we'll be able to travel out and see that Fisker when it's out.
Yep. John, thank you for another $2
so
super
there it
chat.
goes. He,
Said at 9
yeah.
p.m. to 9 a.m. evening.
That makes
Yeah.
more sense. Just kind of
You didn't have
off-peak
to put
times.
that in the super chat though. I feel really bad.
Yeah, so it makes more sense at
but
night
yes.
for unlimited charging. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's still not bad. I mean, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. I mean, that's during the time we always charge our
I
cars
know.
anyway.
Now we have two people with more digital confetti complaining about there's no music or sound or something like that.
Digital confetti needs the 18. Well, it hasn't popped up.
Thanks, Alan
So-
and On though.
Streamlabs, I think you guys might have broken it because the super chat alerts are taking forever to come
We
through.
were talking more about confetti than Tesla.
Here, yeah, I know, right? Okay, so thank you for the $5 super chat. Said too bad the digital confetti doesn't have sound.
Yep.
I agree. I'll work on that for next time. Alan with the $5 super chat said digital confetti needs the 1812 overture music added. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so I have some work to do before next. Actually, no, we need it by Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I have work to do.
So
Okay.
Brian says he got
Love it.
the local power company a Powerwall program, a pair of Powerwalls for $55 per month lease for 10 years. So that might be up in Vermont.
That's not bad,
I think
though.
Vermont has that. So maybe Brian's from up in Vermont.
Yeah.
The catch is they can drain the power down to 50% as needed to balance the grid. So it's a good deal though because you didn't have to pay for those Powerwalls. And we have seen that they do that. It allows them to kind of pull from the grid so they don't have to spin up new power plants. And we have seen a lot in the past few weeks that Tesla has shown grid services are now showing up in the Tesla app, and basically underneath where it shows coming from the grid, it'll say grid services, and it will show when you're sending power, or actually from the Powerwall, it will show it going back from your Powerwalls to the grid. And I heard some people get tons of money. Like if it's at night, they make like $40 per kilowatt, or in the day it could be like $100 or $150 per kilowatt they send back, which is insane.
So, I mean, to be honest, that works out. I had to math
Kilowatt hours,
this.
sorry.
That works out to only $6,600 over the lease program period, which is cheaper than the price of getting them and paying full outright. Now, after that lease, though, for 10 years, do you own them? So is it like a pay to own or lease to own? Or after those 10 years, is it like how does it continue?
That'd be an interesting note because it might be like end of life or something.
Exactly.
They would probably still work because even if they lose 30%, they would still work, and any coverage would be better than no coverage.
Yeah. Alex said, what if I paid for MCU2 upgrade? Will I get a refund? As of right now, no.
Probably not.
And to be honest, if anything, I would see maybe them doing like some credit. We're in the same boat. Hopefully we know more about this a little later, but I honestly am not expecting a refund of any sort.
Hopefully we'll have some news on that on
Yeah.
Wednesday or sometime in early February, because when Tesla did send out the notification back in November when they were doing a warranty modification for the eMMC for that MCU1, they were saying that more information would be available in February for people who had already paid for that. And so, while ours was different because we upgraded to MCU 2, it'd be nice if they did something, whether it's a bonus, or excuse me, not a bonus, but maybe a discount off of another Tesla, because they used to have a referral program was $1,000 off.
Yeah. Or like even the merch
They're not paying
store.
it back, but it makes the price, or the merch store, or service credit, or again, like we said, some people are getting that free radio upgrade, even though it was supposed to have been $500. So if they don't give us a refund, maybe we'll get a radio upgrade. But hopefully we'll find out on Wednesday the 27th.
Yep. Lex said $4 super chat for the confetti.
Woohoo, thanks, Lex.
Wow.
And,
Maybe we should have different confetti levels for different.
You'll have to research
amounts.
that, yeah. But
Wow.
so
I just made my life
Somebody's asking
complicated.
about, we still haven't heard anything about the FSD subscription, and that's something maybe we'll hear about that now because we're in the new year, and Elon said it would be early 2021. So maybe that's something that they'll talk about. Because then they can talk about all the financials and how much that's going to bring in with subscription.
Timmy said, you guys need to... Oh, I didn't turn it off. Free super confetti for you guys. Yay. Timmy said, you guys need to make a Tesla office chair when that functions, unlike mine. Video coming soon.
Yeah, so we do have the...
I'm working on it.
We do have
these...
these...
It's secret, though. Don't leak.
Yeah, so these two couches are actually third row seats from Model X's. Yeah. And so we do have something, though, coming with seats that are made from, like... Is it from the S or a 3? I don't remember, but yeah.
It's a secret.
Okay. But yes.
We got you, though. Let's see. John said, did you see Sandy Monroe is on a road trip? Yeah. We thought about maybe even meeting up with him, but I mean, during this weird time, we've just been trying to keep to ourselves as much as possible. Just play it safe. So we will be here and wave to him as he drives by.
Denver Sky says hello from Morrison, Colorado. Hello, Denver Sky.
Hello, Denver Sky. Have you seen our cars around town?
I haven't seen him, but he must be nearby.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Brian said you have the opportunity to purchase at the end, or they'll collect them back, but it's not clear what the buyout would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got to figure out.
10 years though. To be honest, $6,600 spread out over 10 years isn't bad because. I mean, you're not having to pay interest or anything on that. And after 10 years, you could just call them and be like, hey, get these out of here.
Yeah,
the 10-year lease is up, and you can get something bigger.
It might be like we saw when
That's
Tesla
not bad.
has solar rentals in California and a few other states. It's like the technology in 10 years could be twice as good as now. I mean, I'm sure the capacity is going to be 4 times or higher on these Powerwalls in 10 years. So you'd be able to, I would upgrade probably in 10 years.
Definitely. Eric, thank you for the 280 super chat. Said, think this could be a podcast. I miss live sometimes. So we are actually looking into that as well. I think 2021 is going to be a lot of fun stuff coming. We're working on a lot of stuff kind of behind the scenes. It's just some stuff takes a little bit longer than usual right now. I mean, I still have a full-time job, which maybe it's just time where I just need to hire somebody like full-time to help run stuff, which I've been contemplating that too. So we're going to try to figure stuff out though, for sure.
Diego was asking if you ever mentioned what was in that box when you did the contest.
Oh, yes. So, Diego, that box, somebody actually correctly guessed it. It was Tommy in chat here. And it was a center console, the new Gen 2 center console.
That's currently like in Model 3.
2021
and
Model
made
3s.
In made in China Model Y, right?
And Model 3 there.
But not in the U.S. yet.
Yes.
So this might be the first.
It is the first Model Y in the U.S. with the new center console, and it's now bricked. So that box from Instagram is what bricked the car. Yeah. Whoops. Let's see. Somebody said, I get paid by Smart Charge Rewards in New York for charging at off-peak times. First month was $220 back to me.
Wow. I wish we had that.
Only in Edison areas, they track the charging through the OBD port.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That'd be great. I know
$220? Do you just have one car? Do you have multiples?
That'd be nice to get paid for
car?
it. I know some places like Texas have free electricity at night, or like we saw, they have, John, I think, had, the unlimited. But wow, to get paid back, that would be great. We could make some money.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm about to buy a property there and start buying. Yeah,
start lining cars up.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. I'm glad to see that at least they're doing things to promote it. Love to see it. Let's see. Oh, he said it also tracks the vehicle health. That's cool. Let's see. Diego said confetti needs more color. I'll work on it, Diego. I promise I will do that.
Wait.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on. John with another $5 super chat. More confetti. We have 2 nuclear power plants in Minnesota, and that's why our electricity is so cheap. Crumple some plastic, see what happens. Yeah. Nuclear power plants. Interesting. Now, what else? Solar up in Minnesota.
not as good as in the
Not
south.
the greatest.
Yeah, especially in the winter.
But don't you still get a bunch of wind up there? That would be a great place for turbines, I think. Interesting. Let's see. Alex said, what kind of range boost will the 2021 Model 3 with the heat pump have in the winter? That is a great question. I'll see if I can find that out.
Yeah, I saw. Wait, there was a question. Let me see. Somebody's saying, yeah. Chris Viersing was asking, do you like the sound of the Nissan GTR or the Dodge Challenger? I would say no. Neither. We're not big on car noises. We like how the Teslas are like silent.
Yes and no. I'll do more confetti in a minute. Before like the Roadster came out and before like I really bit the Tesla bug hard, I always wanted a McLaren 720S. I always thought they were cool, and I don't like. Sometimes the exhaust doesn't bother me, but most of the time it does, unless it's at like a track. But ideally, yeah, I kind of like the quietness. Are you cleaning up for me already?
I'm just kind of, But anyways, yeah, because people have asked us
Yeah.
in the past, even like when I can remember specifically when we were up in like Custer, South Dakota at the Sound of Silence a couple of years back, and some guy just didn't get it. He came over and was like, "But really, you guys, don't you miss the sound of revving the engine?" And we're like, "No."
So I really like, if you ever have the time, remove your rear seats in a Model 3 or Y, and it's really easy to do. You just kind of pop them up. And you can just leave the other seat, like the seat bench, just sitting there, and really take off a few times. Yeah. The motor hum is just so high pitch; it actually sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a like sci-fi movie kind of thing.
But it's not
really
loud.
cool.
I mean, you can hear it, but it's not loud. And the nice, like especially like Denver Sky, he probably knows, being around Morrison, Colorado. There's a lot of motorcycles around there, and they make a lot of noise, and they can be pretty annoying when you got like 20 of them all in a row. Yeah. So it's nice. So when you got 20 something Teslas in a row, you don't hear it.
Yeah. Real quick, James, thank you for the $5 super chat. Can I use my own referral to buy the Cybertruck? Hi, money super chat should be a rainbow. LOL. I know. We need to work on that. Hold on. No.
Whoa! That was not digital confetti. That was real confetti, and it was messy confetti. Oh, that's gonna be fun to clean up. But thank you.
You know why he likes doing the big confetti? Because he doesn't have to clean it up.
Yeah, but thanks, Matt. Oh wow, but no, I am covered in confetti. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah.
But yes, James, I need to work on that for sure.
I pointed that straight up, but X in your hair.
I know. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Let's see, Matt.
Did you get the real digital one on that too?
Thank you for the $20 super chat. I said, beating dead. Oh, we got
the dog's got to check that.
Oh, be careful. They're gonna get.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, they're gonna get confetti everywhere in the house.
They got to do a safety check. Every time we do the real confetti, they got to come and check. It's okay. It's okay.
We're gonna have confetti everywhere.
Okay. So, anyways, what was Matt's question?
It's on his foot. It's like trailing. Thank you for the $20 super chat, though, Matt. Really appreciate it. Oh, don't eat that, Layden.
It's okay.
Said beating a dead horse, but with people telling me March before SS test drive really seems like must be major. Think they really have that much issue selling old inventory, which has never been a problem, right?
I think most of the old inventory is gone already.
Yeah, I think most of it's already gone, to be honest. I've been looking around here, and there's nothing in inventory S or X. Layden.
No, it's okay. She's just checking.
I know.
She found the source of the confetti, and she's making sure it's okay. It's okay.
Go that way. You're fine. Oh, you have confetti all over your face. Oh
okay.
But thank you, Matt.
Did you get? So you answered his question? Okay, yeah, about the inventory. Yeah, I just think something. Yeah, something's coming, and we're hoping it will be this week.
Telling people it's March before the test drive availability seems like it has to be major, and I think it's also they've been trying to sell everything that they have. Let me get her out of here, though, because this is going to be
it's interesting, though, we still haven't seen anything.
I'll be right back.
We knew that, again, that production was supposed to be shut down for like 18 days. We don't know. We thought we would see it start back up, but it didn't start back up. Or if it did, they still haven't released cars to the, in the parking lot. And so while there have been a couple spy shots, we're not seeing any actual vehicles. But we're thinking that will be this week. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, so the dogs are, they confirmed that we're okay.
Okay, sorry, I had to close the door because this is going to be a nightmare. They're tracking it everywhere in the house already. Yay. But thank you, Matt. Really appreciate that. Hopefully that answered it. But I think once the refresh hits, it's going to be big enough where selling anything that's left over could potentially be a problem. So I think that's why they're kind of going that route. Now, Denver Sky, thank you for the $1.15 super chat. Really appreciate it. And I saw the message from you saying that you oftentimes, where was it? See us.
Oh, driving around town?
Where was it? Everything kind of moved here. It was around the mall.
Colorado Mills? That's Supercharger?
Nope.
No?
The one...
Southwest Plaza?
Southwest Plaza,
Oh,
yes.
okay, yeah.
So yeah, you'll be seeing us more around there too.
Over on Wadsworth, yeah.
Yeah. Family moved in over there, so we'll be in that area quite a lot now. I know, I told you, these confetti it's literally like glitter bomb. So, yeah, Matt, for the $20 super chat, you successfully glitter bombed us.
Yeah. That's gonna, yeah, okay.
May said he met Sandy yesterday in Malibu.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't see when he was coming through Colorado. I'm sure he was posting it online, but we missed it.
Yeah. Is my vacuum... Time out. I need to take a break to charge the vacuum.
You can do that afterwards.
already.
You don't need to do it now.
I'm just going to charge it because I can already tell this is going to be a long day of cleaning.
Okay, well, Audio Golf was asking about the Model S price. Is it going to go up in the future? Maybe, because we did see that they raised the price by like 5,000 euros over in the UK. Or excuse me, 500 pounds, 5,000 pounds. So we're thinking that it might go up here, especially if there is a big increase. So that's why a couple weeks back we went ahead and did a reservation. We reserved both an S and an X because it's just $100. It does say it's non-refundable, but we figured that it's a gamble we're not going to lose, because if they do come out with something new, we should be hopefully locked in at the lower price. And if not, if they do say, sorry, you're not locked in at the lower price, then they would have to give that $100 back. Even though they say it's not refundable, if they're not going to build the car that you ordered, then I would think they'd have to give your money back. So we went ahead and locked in, hopefully, the S and X at those prices. We won't be getting both cars, but we just, at first we were thinking S, but then we figure, well, maybe there's an, oh, no. Oh, wow, look at that. But anyways,
Come out. Do you guys see that confetti?
there's like confetti like right here. Like I
It's
guess
like-
there's a spider web.
There's
like
like
right
it
here.
must be a spider web like right
Wow.
here.
I don't know if they
Sorry.
can see that, but yeah, it's
Distracting.
kind of in
It's all
front of-
over the ceiling too. Great.
Wow, look at this. Oh, there it goes. Wow, it's like a little parachute. Wow.
This is
okay.
what my evenings turn like after.
But yeah, it's like stuck all over the ceiling
I
too.
know.
That's like,
Yeah. On said, are Tesla's cat killers? So,
oh, we heard, yeah.
If you didn't hear, it was, what's that artist's name? And her was like her sister.
I don't remember.
Some famous person said
Celebrity.
like they've killed multiple cats with their Teslas because the Teslas are too quiet. How about you watch where your cats are?
Yeah, and also, that I suppose
Idea.
that is possible, but I mean the driver, should be responsible. But also, all new cars since September
Have the noise
of
maker.
2021 have the pedestrian warning system. They don't have a cat warning system, but hopefully the pedestrian warning system will be sufficient.
But I think it's ultimately your responsibility to not run over cats.
Yeah.
To be 100% honest. But yeah, that's kind of funny. That they actually tweeted that and admitted that they run over cats. Plural. It wasn't one, it was multiple. Very sad for the cats. Oh yeah, it was Jamie Spears. That's who it was. Thank you.
Yeah, Brittany's sister or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Let's look at this. License to Drive said, I just came out of an X and the Y is solid. I highly recommend it. Yeah, Y is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I've been super happy with it, but at the same point, I cannot wait for a refresh Model X, having that back in the family. I very much miss it, and that will make the sexy meme alive at the household. Very expensive meme. Let's see. Mark said solar and wind are already cheaper than nuclear energy.
Yeah, and yeah,
Cleaner.
and cleaner, and yeah, you don't have to worry about long-term effects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that a lot of other companies are shutting down coal plants and stuff like that. And I just was reading an article. Coal has really gone down in price over the last few years just because so many coal plants are being shut down, and they can't compete on price with renewable energy.
Yeah.
But hopefully, with these places that are getting away from coal, hopefully the government having a plan. Even in the state of Colorado, they have started a new office to help with the transition to renewable energy. So they don't want to leave those employees behind. Find them new jobs, get them training so that they'll be able to work in the renewable energy future.
Yeah. Sydney said you can. Someone asked about using your own referral code, and I think I started answering that, and then glitter went everywhere. But yeah, you can use your own, but you will only get the free supercharging once. But if someone else uses it, you both get the free supercharging.
Also, though,
credits.
I don't think you can use a referral on this.
Not on Cybertruck.
Cybertruck. So somebody was asking about that. So
yeah, that was James. Sorry, James, for the $5.
You can use it on any car.
Extra confetti for you.
I think any car accepts the Cybertruck.
Yes. So far, you can't use referral codes on Cybertruck, unfortunately. Diego said, "Can we get 1/4-inch confetti instead of the 1/2-inch? It's too big."
Yeah, funny that you. Yeah.
I mean, this is literally.
This looks like
shards.
It looks like they took the scraps of when they cut out regular confetti. Yeah. This is the trash they have left behind, and it's like. And dust.
I actually looked at because I bought a huge pack on Amazon, a 12-pack of these, and that's what is the nightmare one. And I looked it up, and half the people said it was great, and the other half said it was the trash left over. Yeah. And we happen to get the trash left over.
Yeah, at least so far. Yeah. It's like glitter almost.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, Graph Pro said, what about interior noise? What if they put active noise cancellation? Nice. We've wanted that forever. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Black House Brew said, do you use anything else besides baby wipes on your seats? Nope. I just use the cheapest Amazon unscented baby wipes.
Did you get some new you got some new car cleaning stuff recently, but is that just exterior? It's not interior stuff?
There's some interior stuff, but there's nothing that I've actually played around with to get rid of the staining potentially. Yeah. I've just been using the plain baby wipes. They work great and they're cheap.
And we're still really pleased with the white interior. It's it might get a little dirty but it's really easy to clean up with those baby wipes.
Yeah. Gamer of Blocks said, when do you think Tesla will get the Cybertruck 1/18 scale? We need the Cybertruck and we need... What else do we need?
The Model Y. They don't have either one yet. So we have all the rest. But yeah. I can't believe they don't have the Model Y yet because, it's been out since March. And I can understand maybe a delay on the Cybertruck because it might change. But the Y's been out for 9 months.
Yeah. Matt said, so I brought the dogs in. Worth. They have successfully got glitter in little shards all over the house. So
I'm sure we'll find glitter
definitely
stuff
worth. Yeah. No, it's funny. They are very protective dogs, but we love them. Yeah. Amy said, I don't care much about the sound, but when you take off from a stoplight next to a factory 5 GTM in a family car is lots of fun. Oh, you bet. That's the greatest thing is before it used to be a lot of fun taking the Model 3 or the SRX to a track because people would be like, oh, it's electric, I'll smoke it. And you smoke them. And I love that. But now you take a Tesla to a track and it's hard to find people that are willing to race you because they know what the Tesla is capable of and they don't really want to race.
It's so funny too because we've been many stoplights over the years and you have this big pickup next to you and revving their engine and stuff and it's just no competition.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they're just trying to make noise and they can't compete.
Yeah. Let's see. Somebody asked, can you eat and drive in a Tesla? You bet. I do it all the time.
But not that we're turning on autopilot and not.
Oh yeah, I'm still paying attention, but I'll have the fry hand.
But typically we'll eat when we're supercharging. That's what we'll often do. And we even have had tray we have a little
we have trays
kind of we sit in the car. We even have a tray that goes on the steering wheel, and we'll eat in the and the drop stop. Eric has a little drop stop that goes right on the side of the seat.
So it's the stupidest product ever, but it solves such a great problem. It's I think it's $20 on Amazon, or maybe it's 10. I don't remember. But it's this little thing you put in between your seat and the center console. So if you drop anything, it doesn't go down there. You can still grab it. And it saves me so many times because it's just not a lot of room to be reaching down there. Yeah. I absolutely love it. But it's stupid at the same time.
So Mace brought up, he said, wind materials aren't recyclable. And it'd be nice if they could develop. That's what I don't understand. Why aren't wind turbines recyclable? They're this material. You think they could shred them up and make at least reuse them for something, so that after their lifetime as a wind turbine blade, they could be used for something. So
or at least if they're gonna have to throw them away, shred them up. Because I saw a video, they were actually like bulldozing dirt over like full blown turbines without actually like smushing it up.
So yeah, hopefully they can come out with something like that, because I didn't know until like last year that they weren't like recyclable, because you'd think that they would make them something that could be reused.
Yeah.
The nice thing though is they do have a nice long lifespan. I mean, they last years.
Yeah. John asked, what did you do to break your wires at a wire harness issue? So it's not a wire harness issue. It's a different center console isn't paired with the car, so it is now scared that like it's a stolen car or something potentially. I honestly don't know the true reason behind it until Tesla fixes it, but as of right now, that's kind of where I'm at.
And I think too, this is something new for Tesla, because the Model Y in the United States does not typically have that, and so they tried sending some software patches yesterday to fix it, but it hasn't worked yet.
Yep. John, thank you for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. He said they need to fix delay when you load Netflix and YouTube. It takes long to load. It is. That's
weird too, because it didn't used to take that long.
Yeah.
So I don't know what changed.
Yeah, something definitely changed. There's got to be some way they can optimize that, I would think. But thank you for the $5 super chat. Tim said, do you think Elon would have a Fremont factory show for the new Model S? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, because people aren't really supposed to be traveling still.
Yeah.
And while it'd be nice, it's like they're not supposed to be holding these mass gatherings and stuff like that.
So when they did like their recent battery day, or what was that? Yeah, it was like battery day.
Yeah.
They had people there that could sit in Model Ys, and they got a lot of flack for that. Just because anyone who wasn't in the first row really couldn't see much. I mean, they could watch it on the screen on the Model Y. It was cool like that, but I think like this is going to be something they just drop. And they're just like, here you go. Diego said, do you think they'll eventually release Boombox to everyone? I'm itching to order the speaker. I think so. I'm pretty sure they're working on it now and just trying to figure out how they can incorporate in the software so it just works if it recognizes it.
I still just wish they had plug and play. There's so many things that requires a configuration by a mobile tech or by the service center technician. Some of these things, especially a speaker, it shouldn't be a security issue. You should plug it in. It should work.
Yep.
And while it does work for playing the regular pedestrian warning system sounds, it still doesn't allow you to do those customized boombox sounds.
Yep. Thank you for the kind words, Denver Sky. I appreciate it. Let's see. Somebody said, any juicy rumors about refresh S and X and what it'll look like? Not really. I mean, they've been pretty close-lipped about it. I think we will know Wednesday.
Hopefully Wednesday, if not sooner. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to get through as many questions as we can. Denver Sky said, lots of vloggers on YouTube are having monetization issues. What do you guys hear on that front? I haven't had any issues, but again, like anytime cursing happens on the channel, like when I'm filming, I make sure I edit that out. So we're like family, safe, friendly. I haven't had any issues with YouTube, to be honest. I've actually been pretty happy with how they have treated and dealt with a lot of things. Let's see. Do we have any thoughts on FSD Beta 10? I don't have it.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but...
Oh my god, I can see it in the video now.
And also with FSD, someone was asking about transferable. Yeah, we've talked about that for like a year, or at least since they first mentioned a subscription fee, and it'd be nice because we've spent a lot of money on FSD over the last few years, and with the new cars that are coming out, we might go the subscription route if they do announce that by the time delivery is available for those cars, just because it would be cheaper. Even though we hate subscriptions and monthly payments, it would end up saving us money, because typically we go through cars a lot quicker than in the past. And if you're going to keep the car for more than 5 or more years, then it'd probably be better just pay for it and keep it. But if you're just going to keep it for less than that, a subscription would be better. Yep. Even if it's $200 a month, it's still going to be cheaper than paying for it outright.
Yeah. Someone hit and ran on your Model 3. Oh my god.
Yikes!
I saw-
Hopefully they got it.
I saw
on the
something on
Sentinel.
Twitter. Yeah, was it? Did you post it on Twitter? I saw somebody had like a hit and run in their Model 3. I don't know if that was you though, but yikes. Jack said if we found a Model Y 7-seater to try, unfortunately, no.
Yeah, and I know that somebody local
Yeah.
said they had a reservation for a 7-seater, but then they switched to a 5-seat after waiting like almost 2 years. And but I don't know. I'll have to check with him and see if he's still thinking about getting a 7-seater. Or if you are in the Denver area, definitely hit us up if you have a 7-seater. Maybe we can meet you at a supercharger or something. Check it out.
Yep. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, Chris. If you get a chance to like tweet the video or something, I'd be interested to see it. But sorry about your Model 3. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. James said, have you heard anything on the employee stealing Tesla secrets this week? Oh, yeah, I did hear another lawsuit was filed.
Like they downloaded it all. And,
yeah, I mean...
I can't believe they're still doing that because there's
I know.
been so many lawsuits over the past year where people have gone to Rivian and other companies and they've been caught. And Tesla, they know what they're doing and they can see when you're uploading stuff to like Dropbox and all these other things. And I can't believe they're still catching people doing this.
Yeah.
And I can't believe people are still doing it.
It's not worth it. It isn't. You are not going to ever get another job. Let's see. Why not have pay per use by minute or mile for FSD? Not a bad idea.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Kind of like I know there's some insurance companies that have that, and if you don't drive a lot, then it can be cheaper.
Yeah. Chris said she didn't post on Twitter because they forgot to save the dash cam footage. I wonder if Tesla could like pull it off. Maybe. I don't know. It depends if it set off airbags or whatnot. Probably if it was saved or not. But that's really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Mark said Tesla is now 6 consecutive quarters profitable. Yeah. We'll know more Wednesday. But yeah. Let's see. I think that might be kind of it. We're already at like an hour and 30 minutes. So we might call it here because we're going to be back Wednesday. So I think we'll just do that. Thank you guys so much for the super chats though today. You guys love this confetti, so we're going to give you some more of it.
I have to find some other special stuff. Yeah.
I'm going to have to hide the big confetti cannons from David.
We still have 10 of them left.
We're going to hide them from David.
Oh yeah, they're back there. Okay.
Because it's a nightmare. Oh yeah, you like that? Huge thank you though for all the super chats. You guys don't have to, but I certainly appreciate it. You guys that make this so much fun to be able to talk to you all. But as always, huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. If you haven't checked them out, please do. Using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first purchase. All kinds of fun accessories. And they really help make all this possible so that we can hang out with you guys and just like chat, see what's going on. It's been a lot of fun to do this with the current times so that we can like have more like, kind of want to call it like face-to-face interaction with people. Because it kind of is, but it's not really. But it's definitely fun to do so.
FYI, Matt's giving him a warning. There's going to be another big confetti cannon on Wednesday if there's good news. So,
thank you for the warning, Matt. I'll make sure to charge the vacuum. But yeah, definitely huge thanks to everybody. Really appreciate you guys, and we will see you all Wednesday. Again, this is going to be an extra time this week because of that earnings call. So I will schedule that probably tomorrow sometime. So definitely make sure you hit that bell icon and subscribe.
Earlier
so
in the day on Wednesday.
Exactly. It'll be like
slightly earlier.
4 p.m. to 4:15 Mountain Time is when we'll probably go live. But we cannot wait for that. I am expecting some big news. Hopefully we have shots of tequila flowing and we got confetti. We're good to go. But we will go ahead and see you guys on Wednesday.